We're gay, but we're in Barnes and Nobles, and there's a kids book section, a gay kids book section, and this shit is crazy. Look at this. Okay, there's the gay BCs, right? Bye bye binary. Bye bye binary with a mohawk on a baby. Gay BCs, you're not ready. Can you hold this? Okay. What? A is for arrow and ace. B is for bi. This is crazy. We're gay, but this is crazy. What? For a baby? Okay, E is for equality. We'll take that. F is for family. Okay, we're getting better. Okay, why did it start so crazy?
Just for hope.
It got better. I is for intersex. It's pushing it. For a baby, this is pushing it.
J is for joy.
J is for joy. We'll take Tio and Tio. That looks nice. Forgot this one. K is for Kiki. Oh wait, I guess there's no gay word for M.
Now, this is in Barnes and Nobles, right? It's a bookstore. So, supply and demand. So that tells you that there exists a community of parents somewhere that feel as though they need to come possibly and buy this book to teach their kid they gay BCs, right? And being binary and all these different things, right? This is not a problem, right? It's no different than drugs, hard drugs on the street corner. Somebody has to buy it. But what does it say about our society, right? It's people who say they're born gay. It's people who might have been touched or something and it gave them, that might have been their first sexual experience, and they feel like this is what turned them on because of what happened to them, right? And it's something they embrace or whatever when they understand it later on and they become it because of that. Whatever door somebody walked through to get to that point is different, right? But now we're at the point where we're trying to program people at a young age and try to plant seeds in their head that they are this way, right? We are no different than computers. And that's why computers are designed the way they designed, because they modeled after us. It's programming, hardware and software. The software is the thought process, right? The information that we intake, the stuff that we watch is downloads, the stuff that we spit out is a upload. You know, we putting it out there. And whatever our belief systems are, antiviruses and stuff like that, you know, a seed somebody plant could be a Trojan horse. You know what I mean? But we are designed just like computers. That's why propaganda and who controls what you see on your phone, on television back in the day, what you heard on the radio, and whoever controls that understand that, right? And it don't take much to get somebody to believe you. You only need one person to believe you, or a handful of people to believe you enough that they start repeating it. Because you realize, even when you talk politics, religion, there's no original thoughts. Like, it's all some regurgitated fucking shit that you heard, or a remix version, right? Sometimes, hey, you can look at the same information and draw a different conclusion, or the same conclusion rather, right? And it sounds the same. But for the most part, you got to ask yourself, right? Is it my thought or is it programming? And how do we escape the programming? That's all this is that we're watching. We're watching programming. And it's hard to say what's up and what's down in a sense, because you don't know if it's your original thought or was it programmed. Was it a Trojan horse planet back in the day? We know that the programming works. Moving away from the gay stuff, think about rap music and what it did to us back in the day, you know, respectfully, like it everybody wasn't living a certain type of way. Music was about us trying to get out of our situation, right? And telling the stories and painting a picture of how it was in our neighborhoods, right? And a lot of neighborhoods wasn't really like that. They start mimicking it. They might have been selling drugs, but all the killing. Then it became like a universal thing. It was a programming. It was a way Then we went and bought it because it was popular, right? So we heard about it in school. Who whispered it in our ears that this is what we need to be doing? We seen it on cable, the box, music videos, right? Because we like the sound, those L's. But somebody infiltrated it and got in and put that in there, and boom, you have the culture as it is today. Now you're moving into the young women, the sexy reds. They already in it. You know, you got black women doing good, going to school, the most this, the most that, most enrolled, whatever, however you spin it. They're in there. Now you see sexy red, right? Now you see a bunch of them. See how the programming works? The Trojan horse get in there. And then think about it. We had all the grandmas and granddaddies going to church. We had big mamas. Whether think about that was to a certain degree. That was an antivirus. That was a wall that the certain stuff had to get through. That wall doesn't exist because my generation, we ain't church people. It's a handful of them, but the majority of people are not because of the questions there, right? In religion, but outside of the moral part, that was a wall though, whether you like it or not. But that wall is not there. So it's not there to protect the women, it's not there to protect the men. So whatever they throw at us, it just lands. There's no protection. That's why all the kids are gay, they're binary. No wall is there because they got torn down. Whereas though we were supposed to grow up and be in whatever our parents was in, they tore that away. And now we're here. Now, globally, it's a fight of who get to control the minds based on the programming. And you start to see people breaking away from the programming by saying, oh, we don't want to support XYZ country and give them money and weapons and let them just bomb innocent people, right? But the programming on that side was this is that, and we got to do this. And if we don't do that, God is not going to bless us. Everybody program. It's not just black people. White people are programmed too to believe the shit that they believe. And the thing is, a lot of times they don't even know it. All of us is programmed. It's like a big puppet show. We are built like computers. Now the next question is, what is the antivirus, right? What is the protection? Is it religion? We know that may be a Trojan horse too. Because inside of that, there's a control. And everybody's speaking for God, interpreting God however they want to interpret God. Where do we go? What is the protection? What is the reference point? I think universal law, well, how we treat each other, right, as humans, can be the protection, right? When do we know that we're thinking for ourselves or somebody else's thought? When do we know? We are computers. We are biological computers. They could just throw anything at us. Think about it. Think about how they say something, it just people accept it. However, they want to change it, and you see it on your phone. And boom, thus we are. Direct downloads. The phone is a direct download to your brain and your thought process and how you see the world. Adults. So just imagine your kids.